Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Nico Rodriguez, I go by Rod. Today we're going to be playing Alan Wake 2. I've already heard a lot of good things about this game, but unfortunately I haven't played the first one. This is going to be all brand new to me. Anyway, let's just get started. I did already start playing the game, but for the sake of the video and you viewers, I'm going to go and start off with the new game.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this started. Something I've always thought about this particular scene was just like how weird and unusual the start of this game is. But I guess it's all just part of getting the audience's attention, I guess.
Where'd he go?
But it is a very beautiful game. Probably one of the most cleanest looking graphics I've ever seen on a game like this.
Why are you running?
Oh crap. I'll be honest, that scene gets me like every time. I'm not really good with jump scares. That'll be very entertaining to watch on this series we're about to do here on this channel.
What the fuck?
The cutscenes in this game are just absolutely beautiful.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are
If you
just
guys
watching
love
episodic
this
Nights
content
right here.
or
Mom, it's
enjoy
so
this type of
good.
content, please
No
let me know.
spoilers. You get back to the show. You were
If
supposed to
not,
wait and
then
watch
of course we
with
could
me.
start on another series. I
This
do
is what
plan on
happens when you
playing
go on
this
work trips,
game
Mom.
all the way out.
Love you too. And say stop brooding so much.
If you guys have any
I will.
ideas or any type of
kiddo.
advice, I'm all ears.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
A lot of other content creators tend to compare the Alan Wake series to Control. So I'm kind of just going into this expecting a similar experience, which I really did enjoy Control. So
I think I hear someone.
it's going to be an
Yeah,
interesting
Go take a look.
experience. That game was also a very beautiful game. If you guys haven't played it, you should definitely take a look at
We're
it.
here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell him about the heart.
Can you shut the fuck up?
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Well, no fucking shit.
I love the humor in this game.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. I need to think through the facts of the case. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
I wonder if that Mind Palace technique is an
Hey,
actual
Casey.
technique.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that have the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Something I had noticed about these games is that the textures and the clothing and all those graphical elements, they all just look so good in this game. And it's very similar to Control in that sense. Even for when Control came out, it looked like such a great game.
Gives me a headache.
It's definitely one of those games that was ahead of its time. And it's just very exciting, you know, to see a game like this so similar to a game like that.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I did not want to swap. No, you're not gambling.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
So this is the guy talking all the smack.
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
So I guess I gotta find more clues in order to build this case. So let's go ahead and do that real quick.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
What? What the fuck?
So something I noticed was in the beginning scenes, right? They have the killers, they have guns. But for whatever reason, when you would think like in a normal investigation in real life, right? They would find, bullet casings around. But for some reason, doesn't seem like there's any clues relating to the weapons they used or any of that. So that's just one interesting thing I
A
noticed.
creepy twig sculpture?
But
I'll be
still
back in a
very,
second.
very in-depth investigation gameplay. I really like that. I'm not used to games like this, or I usually don't play like games that require a lot of investigation, so this game is going to be a very interesting experience for me. So I'm not gonna lie, I do remember the order in which the symbols are, because I got up to this point in the first walkthrough I did. So we got this, we got that, and then, oh wait, wash hands, then that, and then that. So it's gonna be, let's see, together.
I've been doing some deep research online, and I know how to keep confidential matters confidential. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect the truth from the average Joe.
This guy's really trying to figure out all the alien stuff.
Wonder what's inside.
That's something I also
A way
really,
to open this thing.
it's also something I could really appreciate about these games, is that if you stick around enough, you can always find out the little hidden conversations or small clues. It just adds more to the story, you know, and more to the characters, who they are.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
So it kind of seems as though
I think
the
that's everything.
cult
For now,
in
at
this
least.
game is
Clicking
targeting
yet?
Not sure.
FBI
Need to think about
agents.
it.
But that's my assumption, honestly. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. Because, of course, I'll be doing it with you guys. So let's see. What do we have here?
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Definitely premeditated.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
The mine place in particular, just like the graphics in that area, in this area of the game, just look amazing.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
I can feel Nightingale cares. It's a
The
good
lake is
question.
connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Manuscript pages can be read inside Saga's Mind Place. Well, we already read that, so let's just go ahead and move on.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him, in his chest. I must find out what.
Trail has gone cold. Prince emerging.
I think he came from the lake, but his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Alrighty guys, so I think we're just going to conclude it here. But with that being said, please let me know if you guys want 30-minute long videos or a little bit longer. If you guys have any feedback for me, as I am just starting out, I would definitely appreciate it. And if you guys like this type of content, just subscribe and like the video, please. But thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.